Hello again, welcome to today's attempt at the Fusele puzzle. This is Wordle, but the rules change on every row. So for example on the top row, yellow and green tiles are ambiguous. Now of course that doesn't make any difference until after we've had our guess. So let's do that and then we can digest. Now if we get down to here, we're not allowed to use 6 random letters, you can see them there. So I think, given that we can't use C, N, O and T amongst other things, let's just get them out of the way now. We'll see if any of those letters in count are likely to be helpful later on. Ah, okay, so there isn't a C, O or N, so the fact that we can't use them on this guess won't matter, but we do have a T somewhere. Of course, the yellow-green is ambiguous, we don't know which position it goes in, but we do know there's a T, so we're definitely not going to get it right in exactly 4 guesses. We might get it right in 2 or 3, but it won't be 4, so it may well be 5, 6 or 7. 1 tile in a row is a lie on this guess. Of course, again, that doesn't matter until after we've had our guess. Let's try 4 new letters alongside for T. That is possibly unhelpful. 1 tile in a row is a lie. Maybe it's telling me that the A should be yellow or green instead, or maybe the E isn't actually in the word. I do not know at this stage. No pun intended. Orange hints mean that the letter is within 3 alphabetically. Okay, so the reason my first instinct was that maybe the A is lying is because I thought of the word table. So let's test that. Wow. Orange hints mean that the letter is within 3 of your guess in the alphabet. So we know that the E is definitely lying, because if it was correct, it would go green here as well. So the T isn't first, the T isn't second, because this has to be telling the truth. So it still could be 3rd, 4th or 5th, but we don't have an S, A, G or E, which is very interesting, because it means the only vowel we've got left to use is the I. So, I'm not allowed to use 6 random letters, so they're redded out. We can't use the A, E or G, even though they're not redded out. The only vowel we can use is the I. So it could be maybe timid or digit. Ah, but we can't use the G, so it can't be digit. It could well be timid. So I want to try the M, I and D on this guess if I can. Obviously I can't test the T. Can it be... Oh no, it can't be timid because we just said the T can't be first. So what actually can it be? Midst? No, because this one can't be a D, because that's too close to the B. I'm really struggling to work out any option that actually works. Because this first letter, you can see it can't be anywhere remotely close to a T alphabetically because of the previous guess. I mean, could it be something like first? That could be an F, that could be an I. That can be an R and an S, and that still could be a T. Okay, so my latest hypothesis is that maybe the answer is first. But, again, we can't test that on this guess, because we can't test for T. So, let's try frisk instead, because that just tests 5 new letters, really, doesn't it? Oh, except we know that there's no S because of this guess. Oh, I've got no idea what the answer is then, because it's definitely not first. I've typed this anyway, let's just test it and see if we learn anything useful. Oh wow, we've learned a lot of useful stuff. It's drift or grift. It can't be grift because we ruled out the G, so that's good news. So I think it has to be grift. The colouring is inverse. Blue tiles mean that another letter from your guess is in that spot. Okay, that doesn't stop us from guessing drift, which is good, because it is correct. So I worked out that first couldn't be correct. So if I'd thought about it longer, I might have thought about drift, and then I might have got it in 4, apart from the fact that I couldn't possibly have gone for drift on that guess anyway. So therefore 5 at that point was the best I could do, and we did get it in 5. So I'll take it. That is a successful Fusele. Not my best, but definitely not my worst. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.